Matthew Cooper to lead things off here in the bottom half of the third inning, and we apologize because our broadcast did drop for a few seconds as the pitch is swung on and missed, 0-1. Unfortunately, you missed Landon Gray displaying a potent, very good arm behind the plate. He threw out the runner at second, who was Brandon Lewis.
Offers the 0-1. Cooper takes away. Cooper, Gray, and Dominguez. 7, 8, 9 minutes.
Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike.
We'll see how they respond.
Cooper out of Clemson University.
They scored the second run of the ball game.
Gray awaits on deck as the pitch is swung on and missed. A ball and 2 strikes. And in the hole, Jacob Rodriguez.
The Oaks were able to muster 4 runs in the bottom of the ninth to tie it, and what was probably the most exciting ball game on the Oaks side all season long. The Oaks trying to stay in contention for that 4th playoff spot.
The right-hander delivers. Fastball swung on and missed for strike 3. Well, Justin Friedman opens up the bottom half of the third the same way he closed the bottom half of the second with a strikeout. That is 4 Ks on the afternoon for Justin Friedman on the mound for the Oaks. Landon Gray digs in, a righty on lefty matchup. Pitch that runs low inside, 1 ball and no strikes. Rodriguez awaits on deck. Aaron Simpson, if anyone gets on, here comes the pitch on the outer half for a strike. A ball and 1 strike to count. Not too much action in the ballgame thus far. We remain scoreless. 3 hits and no runs for the Oaks. No hits, no runs for the Riptide. Fastball ripped out towards right field. Spears goes back at the track, at the wall, and you can say bye to that one in 3 different languages. Sayonara, aloha, and adios. Have yourself a ball game. Landon Gray. Not only can he throw the runners out, but boy, the kid can hit bombs. 1-0 in favor of your Orange County Riptide.
From Cal State Fullerton, number 15, Jacob Dominguez.
Third home run allowed by Friedman all season long. That puts him in the lead on the team. Holcomb has 2 behind him.
Initially off of contact, you thought it would only go, if anything, deep towards right field, but it carried. Spears turned, and, well, 1-0 in favor of Orange County. Jacob Rodriguez digs in. The right-hander delivers. Fastball that runs inside and high. Well, let's see what Justin Friedman has in store now. The 1-1, ground ball towards the left side, past the diving Lewis, and into left field for a base hit. And I say that because Friedman started off the ballgame very well, striking out 4, looked very dominant, relied heavily on his fastball, got a lot of swings and misses. But now that he's found himself in a bit of trouble, let's see how he reacts in these kind of situations. Aaron Simpson now digs in. He flew out towards left his first time up. Rodriguez leads off of first. Reached on a single. On the outer half for a strike, 0-1. Out of Dallas Baptist University, Luke Bandy awaits on deck. Landon Gray. A solo home run towards right field, giving the Riptide a 1-0 lead here in the bottom half of the third. Fastball slapped towards right side, out of play. Count is even. So the first hit of the ballgame for the Riptide, a big one. Friedman gets a sign from Sims. Delivers. Breaking ball out towards right center field. Elijah Alexander has a long way to go, but cutting him off is Spears as he makes the final out. Or check that, the second out of the bottom half of the third.
Next up from Dallas Baptist University, number 1, Luke Bandy.
Luke Bandy digs in. He struck out looking his first time up.
Except for that 1 home run by Landon Gray so far. 2 out, 1 on, 1 around. Luke Bandy stepping in. Struck out earlier in the
Bandy hit a home run his last time here at home against the Catch. So let's see what he has in store for us with a runner aboard at first and 2 men down in the inning. No balls and 1 strike as Mason Hibbler waits on deck. Righty on righty matchup. Friedman delivers off the inner half towards the right side. Spears with a long way to go. Coming out as the second baseman, Tanner Wright. And the play is made and the inning is over. But not before. Landon Gray deposits one over the right field fence to give the Riptide a 1-0 lead. To the top half of the 4th we go. Jonathan Ortiz via YouTube Live. Sam Shiken digs in. Top half of the 4th inning. 1-0 in favor of the Orange County Riptide. Bryce Verplank out of the University of Texas remains on the mound for Orange County. Popped up towards the right side and fouled. Shaken flew it out towards center field his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Chase Cockrell due up next. In the hole, Drew Sims. And if anyone gets on, Tyler Ryan. 3 hits and no runs in the ballgame for the Oaks. Looking to break the goose egg. Verplank looking to continue the shutout as that is fouled behind home plate. No balls and 2 strikes. It's always a beautiful scene here at Fullerton College. Got a lot of trees in the background to accommodate the ivy fence all around the field. 334 down the line towards left, 340 down the line towards right, and dead center 405. So some big league dimensions here.
The first one to blink, however, was Justin Friedman, who gave up a solo shot to right field.
Verplank delivers a 1-2 towards the left side, past the leaping Shaq Robinson, and a leadoff single off the bat of Sam Shiken.
Decides better if it heads back to first base with a hit. His first of the day. The Oaks, their 4th base hit.
Chase Cockrell digs in. He also flew out towards center his first time up.
The Oaks, who have had a lot of trouble mustering up runs early in ball games, they're known as a 4th quarter team, or at least that's what we deem them, because most of the runs can come late in games. Need to find a way to get on the board early, because the Riptide, who finally got a run up on the board here, don't want to have to deal with the Oaks up on the board. But coming from behind is not something the Oaks want to do.
Verplank gets the sign on the outer half. Looked good from here. Looked like nothing less than a strike. But that's why I'm only a broadcaster, not an umpire. 1-0.
No errors for the Oaks, a run on 2 hits, no errors for the Riptide.
2-0 pitch. Off the end of the bat, towards the right side and foul.
Foul and out of play. 1-1. Cockrell, another busy day at the plate yesterday. Drew a very impressive walk. That was critical to their rally in the 9th inning.
A 1-0 ball game in favor of the Riptide. In the top half of the 4th inning. This game has been moving along quickly.
Guy knows how to spray that ball all over the park, and it doesn't matter what pitch is thrown. He knows how to make contact. Here's the 1-1 pitch. A deep breath from
The 1-1.
And the offer
Nice job there by Landon Gray. My goodness, he is a joy to see behind the plate. Shiking out first, has one stolen base on the season. The 2-1 pitch. Fastball on the inner half, misses below the knees. 3 balls and 1 strike to Chase Cockrell. And, well, you do not want to be in this position against such a good hitter in Cockrell. Comes into the ballgame with a .407 batting average as that is fouled towards the left side. Has 1 home run, 1 triple, 2 doubles, 7 singles. 11 hits in 27 at-bats. Has struck out 8 times.
Right now he's been pitching well. Yes, Cockrell can hit, perhaps one of the best hitters in this league.
The count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Shiken leads off first. Verplank gets the sign. Here's the payoff pitch. Lace out towards left center field. It'll drop in for a single. Runners on first and second. No man out for the Oaks.
And an easy swing base hit to left field. The Oaks, 2 straight singles to start off this inning, and they're in business here with Drew Sims coming to the plate.
So back-to-back singles puts runners on first and second for Drew Sims. Sims is 1 for 1 today with the single himself. Looking to at least advance the runners or even score a run and tie the ballgame up for his team. Landon Gray goes out to talk to his pitcher, making sure they are on the same page. The aspect of communication very important in the game of baseball. A righty-on-righty matchup. Verplank takes a peek towards second. On a platter for a strike on 1. Shiken on second. Cockrell on first. Both reached on a pair of singles. No balls and 1 strike to count. Here comes the pitch. Did he go? The second base umpire says yes, he did. No balls and 2 strikes. Bryce on the mound looking for his 3rd strikeout of the ballgame. Tyler Ryan awaits on deck. The right-hander delivers. Off the end of the bat towards the right side. The tag is not applied, so Verplank instead just flipped on over to first. Nonetheless, Drew Sims gets the job done, advancing both runners into scoring position for Tyler Ryan.
That's right. Doesn't matter how you move him. Drew Sims got the job done here. Now the Oaks have the tying runner 90 feet away from scoring. For a team that's been struggling.
Tyler Ryan, one of the 2 strikeouts that Verplank has on the ball game.
Sam Shaker on the right side of the infield, and the Oaks could be in business.
Yeah, Tyler Ryan, 16 strikeouts, now 17 strikeouts.
The right-hander delivers. Here comes the pitch. Landon Gray doing a nice job behind the plate, keeping the ball in front of him. We have yet to see one get by him today, and we hope that trend continues.
Shaken on 3rd base. He has enough speed to hustle home to tie this ball game up. Shaken hitting 3rd today, but he's hit leadoff multiple times.
Alamo and Robinson on the corners playing in. Hilbler and Rodriguez up the middle,
I agree with you.
playing towards the outskirts of the outfield grass.
Tyler Ryan now ready for the 1-0 offering.
Here's a 1-0 pitch. That one gets away from Gray. The runner bluffs. Sam Shiken was halfway down the line, but thought otherwise. 2 balls and no strikes. At the very least, Landon Gray was able to keep that one in front of him, allowing there to be a potential play at the plate. Also a nice job of Bryce Verplank to run down towards home quickly.
Right now, Tyler Ryan, who's worked the count into his favor, maybe looking for a strike that Verplank is throwing. We've seen him miss over the heart of the plate.
Tyler Ryan awaits on deck. Bart West in the hole. A 1-0 ball game in favor of the Riptide.
Because if you miss, that could be trouble for the Riptide.
And we'll have a meeting on the mound now with the Riptide head coach and the home plate umpire. Here comes the infield, and while things ravel, we'll take a short break. Well, here we are. We're in the top half of the fourth inning. Nonetheless, Bryce Verplank was taken out of the ballgame, and there was actually no hesitation whatsoever once the training staff went out towards the mound. Doug McGee has been newly inserted into the matchup. He's undecided as to where he will continue his playing career, as he has wrapped up his 2 seasons at Orange Coast College. He's in to face Tyler Ryan. Runners on third and second, 1 man down. A 1-0 lead in favor of the Riptide. Last season for the Pirates, McGee posted a 2.21 ERA. Oh, look at that gem on the inner half for a strike. Doug McGee, my goodness, he's definitely got some talent on the mound. I love the movement, the velocity, the way the pitch looks, his delivery, everything about him. Just so intriguing. No balls and a strike. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and missed. No balls and 2 strikes. I admire what Doug McGee does as a broadcaster, but I'm pretty sure Tyler Ryan at the plate thinks otherwise. Bart West awaits on deck. McGee would love to record a strikeout here. An ideal situation to do so. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. 3 off-speed pitches, 3 strikes, no problem at all for Doug McGee, the right-hander on the mound. Out of Foothill High School, 5'11", 185 pounds. 2 men down in the inning. Tyler Ryan with the second strikeout of the ball game. Bart Westig's in. He also struck out his first time up. On the outer half, 4 straight strikes out of the bullpen for Doug McGee on the mound.
Asked him where that ball was. The umpire answered right on the outside corner. 0-1 pitch.
McGee sets.
Second shaken.
Delivers. Out of the University of Texas, just like Bryce Verplank, Mason Hibbler digs in. Fastball ripped out towards left center field. A leadoff single for the Riptide. Mason Hibbler wasting no time at all. Off-speed pitch, Hibbler all over that one.
Next up from Oklahoma West.
Austin Soika digs in.
Number 30, Austin
He
Soika.
grounded out towards first base his first time up. Doing as he usually does, bends down, grabs some dirt, runs it through his fingers, claps his hands once, and he is ready to go. Brandon Alamo, it's on deck. A 1-0 ball game in favor of the Riptide. Fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. Justin Friedman remains on the mound for the Oaks. Has performed nicely. Has only given up 1 run, and that was the solo shot to Landon Gray. Chopper towards the left side. Flip to second. Throw over to first. Double play.
For an unassisted 6-3 double play. What a play by Shaken. Heads up shot, pitched that over to right. He thought he'd take it himself.
Stepping up to the plate from Stony Brook University, number 24, Brandon.
So despite giving off a leadoff hit, Justin Friedman gathers together 2 quick outs here in the bottom half of the 4th inning.
If you're a pitcher, you know that they'll at least make a play on it.
Fastball taken away. The new hitter, Brandon Alamo.
1 ball and no strikes.
Second inning.
Shaq Robinson awaits on deck. Alamo flew out towards center his first time up. The right-hander delivers. Misses. 1 ball and 1 strike. 3 hits in the ballgame for the Riptide. 5 hits in the ballgame for the Oaks.
That ball wasn't very hard hit from Soika. The ability of shaking allowed it to
Off to the bat towards the left side.
lift it high and out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls and 1 strike.
1-0 in favor of the Riptide.
Friedman peers in, kicks it off.
Here comes the pitch. That one is in the dirt. 3 balls and 1 strike. In the top half of the 4th inning, Bryce Verplank opened up. He was then replaced by Doug McGee. McGee came into the ballgame with runners on 3rd and 2nd, recorded back-to-back strikeouts as the pitch runs outside, way outside, for ball 4.
Second runner to reach base at the inning. Now the only runner on base.
Shaq Robinson digs in.
State number 5, Shaq Robinson.
Robinson struck out swinging his first time up.
Comes in to hit. Struck out in the 2nd inning.
Prior to Cal State Long Beach, Shaq Robinson attended Sacramento Community College.
4 strikeouts already. We're not even through the 4th inning.
Matthew Cooper waits on deck. A 1-0 ballgame in favor of Orange County. 2 men down in the inning. Chopper towards the left side. It has eyes and finds its way through to left field. A 1-out single puts runners on 1st and 2nd with 2 men down for Matthew Cooper.
University number 21, Matthew Cooper.
Cooper also struck out swinging his first time up. 4 strikeouts on the ballgame for Justin Friedman on the mound.
Push to lead if they can. 1 run is not safe, but a couple of insurance runs would really have the Oaks fighting to get back into this game.
Landon Gray awaits on deck. Pitches low. Blocked nicely by Drew Sims. Way to put a glove on it. 1 ball and no strikes. Once again, we apologize for the technical difficulties we have faced throughout our broadcast. The 1-0 on the outside of black. 1 ball and 1 strike. Just know that whenever our broadcast does go off the air, just stay there. We'll be back within a few seconds. We'll catch you up on whatever has happened.
We're off of second base. Friedman, a long look over at second base.
1 ball and 1 strike as Justin Friedman
Staring contest right there.
just slid
Right word covering.
little dance on the mound. Looking towards second. Towards the right side. Off the glove of Tanner Wright. He throws over to second. And, well, the play was made nonetheless.
Regardless, it's an out, and I think that's
To the bottom of the 4th.
We'll get the official score here.
No, to the top of the 5th we go. 1-0 in favor of the Riptide.
An error.
To the top half of the fifth inning we go. McGee on the outer half, just missing. Maybe an inch or two off the plate. The ball's in the strike.
Bottom of the fourth inning, it was not an error, just a force out to second base, so no error for Tanner Wright.
Pitch, ground ball towards right side, backhanded by Hibbler. Throw over to first is not gathered up well by Brandon Alamo. Got away from him. So Tanner Wright reaches on an error to open up the top half of the fifth. Elijah Alexander now at the plate. 0 for 1 today. Grounded to third his first time up. A 1-0 ball game in favor of the Orange County Riptide. Tanner Wright, a good-sized lead at first base. Off the end of the bat towards the left side and fell. And to be quite honest with you, Doug McGee, well, it's fair to say that his pitches are not too fast. He relies heavily on his off-speed stuff. I heard that his pitches were clocked at around 60 miles per hour, so if the runner has some good wheels, he should have no trouble making it down to second in time. No balls and 1 strike. Righty on lefty matchup. Throw back over to first. Ripped towards the right side, out of play. No balls and 2 strikes. To Elijah Alexander. Michael Spears waits on deck. Brandon Lewis in the hole. Sam Shiken after them. No men down in the inning. China right aboard at first. He reached on an error. Here comes the pitch. On the outer half, 2 balls and no strikes. Seems like Doug McGee is not as comfortable facing left-handers as he is against right-handed hitters.
No kidding.
Here comes the pitch. Off turn of the bat, towards the left side. The third baseman, my goodness, did he make this play? Did he make this play? No, he did not. He was completely out of our perspective. He went into the visiting bullpen. He dove. Thought he may have had an opportunity to record the out. Nonetheless, it was a good attempt there by Shaq Robinson. 1 ball and 2 strikes, no men down in the inning. Chad Wright aboard at first base. A 1-0 ball game in favor of your Orange County Riptide. Doug McGee on the mound. Here's the 1-2. Popped up towards the right side. In right center field, Luke Bandy is there. 2 men down. Or pardon me, that is actually the first out of the inning.
Number 10, Michael Spears.
Spears has been hitting the ball hard as of late. Today is not an exception, even though he has grounded out to second base.
Michael Spears digs in. He has a pair of ground outs towards second. Pitch is on the outer half. 1 ball and no strikes.
Pitch because it starts out over the heart of the plate because it's so slow. There's a late break and finally glides outside. Spears showing the restraint right there.
Throw back over, not in time. Only 1 run in the ball game. That was a solo shot off the bat of Landon Gray, who was behind the plate for the Riptide. Carried over the right field fence to put the Riptide out in front. Pitch is swung on and missed. Brandon Lewis waits on deck. Michael Spears out of Ole Miss. Attended Orangewood Christian High School. The 1-1. On the inner half, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
One of the deepest center fields in the CCL. 4:05 to dead center, but the wind is
A ball and 2 strikes to count to Spears. Throw back over to first instead.
right back in again.
So at Orangewood Christian High School, Spears was ranked 80 overall.
Does not want that runner to get into scoring position. One out in the inning, the 1-2 pitch.
The runner goes. Lines and Gray down towards second.
Second base, and he's in there safely.
Not in time. I didn't see any sign there by the second base umpire, which was the reason why I was hesitant to say anything. Nonetheless, I guess the base was stolen.
Pretty hard to get thrown out on a 60, 65 mile an hour slider when you get a good jump and right pretty
Well,
quickly. He's able to swipe second base.
Michael Spears at the plate now with an opportunity to tie up the ball game for the Oaks. Here comes the pitch, swung on and missed for strike 3. Third strikeout of the matchup for Doug McGee.
The third strikeout.
Number 23, Brandon Lewis.
Faces perhaps his biggest challenge.
Brandon Lewis digs in.
As Brandon Lewis
2 for 2 today with a pair of singles. He was caught stealing by Landon Gray behind the plate in the top half of the 3rd inning. He'd love to find himself on base again here, even if it is off a single, because that means, well, that the game would be tied. The tying runner aboard at second base in Chanarite was a 4:30 start time to today's matchup,
He's one of the best in the league.
just past the 1 hour mark. Sitting at 5:45, and here we go as that one is swung on and missed. In the top half of the 5th inning, the Riptide are out in front 1-0.
Right there. Way out ahead of them.
right. Base hit. Still second base. Scoring position now with 2 outs. The 0-1 pitch.
The 0-1 towards the left side, and it'll drop in for a base hit. And, well,
Lewis over to second base with a
Brandon Lewis has more than a single. He has an RBI double, 1-1.
top of the 5th inning.
Jordan, you called it. Every time Brandon Lewis steps to the plate, everybody has to be aware because
Number
he has
25,
the ability to just
Sam
absolutely
Shaken.
rope pitches.
Sam Shaken digs in. He is 1 for 2 today with a single. Made it all the way to third base in the top half of the 4th inning.
Has to be given to Tanner.
Nonetheless, Tyler Ryan, Bart was failed to cash him in.
Getting into scoring position, doing what he can
Well,
to manufacture a run.
now the Oaks have the opportunity to take the lead. The go-ahead run at second. That was in there for a strike.
Top of the zone.
Got away from Landon Gray momentarily. Nonetheless, not far enough for the runner on second,
Loaded it.
Brandon Lewis, to advance.
He also flew out to center field in the 1st inning. Batting 3rd today.
Shaken out of West Hills, California.
Bounced around the line.
Attended Chatsworth High School. McGee delivers towards the left side. Shaq Robinson plays it nicely, throws over to first, and that puts an end to the inning. To the bottom half of the 5th we go, all tied up, live from Fullerton College.
Number 12, Landon Gray.
From the University of Tennessee, Landon Gray to lead things off here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Gray is 1 for 1 today with a solo shot, the only offense of the ballgame for the Riptide. Justin Friedman remains on the mound here for the Oaks. Off-speed pitch on the outer half, well located on the corner for a strike, 1-2. Jacob Rodriguez awaits on deck, and Aaron Simpson in the hole. A 1-1 ball game here in the bottom of the 5th. That one runs outside in the dirt. 2 balls and 1 strike. Landon Gray heading the count. The Riptide scored once in the 3rd, and the Oaks once in the 5th. Outside corner, 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. Four strikeouts on the ball game for Friedman on the mound. Make that 5. Pitch is swung on and missed.
Next up from Cal State Fullerton, number 15, Jacob Dominguez.
And Jacob Dominguez digs in.
First changeup perhaps that hasn't been bounced in the dirt for Friedman all game long, and he finally gets the strikeout on it.
That's Cal State Fullerton. Breaking ball on the outer half. 1 ball, no strikes to count. A big side there by Friedman. He delivers. Fastball ripped towards the left side, out of reach of Sheikin at short. And a 1-out single here for Jacob Dominguez.
Top of the order from Ball State University, number 22, Aaron Simpson.
And that was a great idea from the coaching staff.
Aaron Simpson digs in. He is 0 for 2 with a pair of flyouts. Luke Bandia waits on deck. 1 man down in the inning. Jacob Dominguez reaches, he reached first, but he leads off of first at this point. Righty on righty matchup. Fastball on the other half, caught a strike. Simpson came into the ballgame with a .381 batting average. The right-hander delivers. Fastball towards the right side. Right is there. He throws over to second for 1. On to 4, 4, 6, 3. Well, to the top of the 6th we go. We remain 1-1 here, live from Fullerton College. New pitcher into the ballgame for the Riptide. Off-speed pitch on the inner half, called a strike on one. That is Tyler Frazier. He is 6'2", 150 pounds. In to replace Doug McGee, who was in to replace Bryce Verplink, who shot it off the ballgame. No pitcher of record yet. Frazier on the mound out of Corona, California. He is committed to the University of Oregon, so that's where you will be able to catch him the next 4 years. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. Here comes the pitch towards the left side. Jacob Dominguez is there. Throw over to first. 1 man down. In steps Drew Sims. 1 for 1 today with a single and a sacrifice. One ball and no strikes. Frazier on the mound comes into the ballgame with a 4.50 ERA. Count is even at 1-1. Tyler Ryan awaits on deck. Bart West in the hole. Here's a 1-1. That one is in the dirt. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Now to Sims. He digs back in there. The pitch from Frazier. Down low again.
3 balls and 1 strike to count to Drew Sims at the plate. Chase Cockrell opened up the inning with the ground out towards short. Here comes the pitch. Fastball. Sure enough, he did go.
Can I guess how many runs?
Guess how many runs?
The count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Really? It was a 36-7.
Frazier gets the sign.
Dismantling of the lead.
Frazier delivers. Nice slider swung on and missed. Lines in gray, then recuperates. Goes right after the runner, Drew Sims, to apply the tag. 2 men down in the inning.
A bear hug from behind. Actually, sorry, the Louis goal.
Number 34, Tyler Ryan.
Colonels. Absolutely. Colonels? Oh, calling over. Pronounce Colonel.
I got to do some more reading.
I'll give you some good bucks.
Off-speed pitch. Misses outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Tyler Ryan at the plate. He has a pair of strikeouts.
Shouldn't be that embarrassed. Maybe a little bit.
Here's the 1-0. Inside fastball that also misses. 2 balls and no strikes to count as Bart West awaits on deck.
Strongly disagree with that statement. You're probably one of the bright spots.
In there for a strike to 1. There is yet to be a 1-2-3 inning for the Riptide. The Oaks have not gone down easily, despite them only putting 1 run on the board. It's been a tightly contested ball game thus far. Let's see what the future holds as it unravels. 2 balls and 1 strike to count to Tyler Ryan at the plate. Frazier gets the sign from Gray. Delivers a 2-1 pitch. Fastball that dips below the knees. Drives the count to 3 balls and 1 strike.
Contact right now is more important. He's been striking out a lot. He's been swinging at bad pitches. So to be able to get out of that mindset and just put back to ball.
Tyler Ryan out of the University of Pacific in Santa Clarita, California. He takes low. Did he go? The first base umpire holds out his arms, indicating that he did not. He is aboard on a 2-out walk. And steps Bart West, who himself also has a pair of strikeouts. Bart West out of USC. Also out of Singapore, attended Singapore American High School. Off-speed pitch at the knees called a strike by the home plate umpire, 0-1. West at the plate has a brother who actually plays for Princeton University. He's behind the plate for them as the 0-1 runs inside.
He is so good. Trojans are going to have a bright young star on their offensive end because of what he's been able to do so far in his rehab over the summer.
The 1-1 is instead of throw over to first.
And good that the Pac-12 is starting to see more talent. Obviously, Oregon State on top, taking home a national championship. But
Bart West at the plate says he models his game after Carlos Correa because of his smooth swing and his strong work ethic. Well, I agree. I'm a big Carlos Correa fan myself. Shout out to Santa Isabela, Puerto Rico, as the 1-1 is in there for a strike.
And Bart and I actually talked about that on the bus on the way over here about the Pac-12 depth and how Oregon State has lost a lot of their players, how UCLA has lost some of their pitchers, Stanford has lost some of their pitchers.
Ryan leads off first. He reached on a 2-out walk. Tyler Frazier into the ballgame for the Riptide. The young right-hander who is committed to Oregon University strikes out. Bart West at the plate. And we head to the bottom half of the sixth. The score remains 1-1. Out of Dallas Baptist University, Luke Bandy leads things off here in the bottom half of the sixth inning for the Riptide. Breaking ball runs too far inside, 1-0. Justin Friedman remains in the ballgame for the Oaks, looking to complete his sixth inning of work. That is fouled back. My goodness, I've never been so scared in my life. All right.
Yeah, that was right off their iPad. Thank God for the screen here because that would have absolutely shattered that piece of technology.
that would have been bad.
Oh, that was brutal. Please bear with us as we accommodate to a better angle.
I was just trying to make her rhyme.
I don't think you did a great job there.
1 ball and 1 strike. Here comes the pitch to Bandy. That one runs low.
And we talked about how
Bandy heading the count. 2 balls and 1 strike.
in college reminds us of Wrigley Field. Ivy all over the ballpark as the 2-1 pitch is fired in.
Bandy 0 for 2 today.
So I thought I'd give an interesting story about Wrigley Field. Back in, I believe, 1913, there was
Count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
and it actually landed into a valve in a big bean shop.
Pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3.
Missed for a strikeout. The 6th on the day for Justin Friedman.
6 strikeouts in the ballgame now for Justin Friedman. Has only surrendered 1 run off of 5 hits.
The baseball lands into the valve in this big bean shop. Pressure builds. And all of a sudden,
Mason Hibbler digs
the
in
valve and the entire bean shop explodes.
towards the left side.
Shaken at short. He feels
Shaken throws over to first.
time for the second out.
2 men down in the inning.
Anyway, everything
And that brings up Austin Soika. Soika still looking for his first hit of the ballgame. He is 0 for 2 with a pair of groundouts.
Number 30, Austin Soika.
So really, aside from the Landon Gray solo shot in the bottom half of the 3rd inning, the Riptide have not been able to string anything together offensively.
Come a couple of cents an hour, they were probably happy about the free meal.
First pitch
Maybe one of the reasons why Justin Friedman remains in the ballgame is that when it's fouled towards the right side.
We had baked beans of our own a few days ago.
Brandon Alamo waits on deck.
Great ballpark food, perhaps the best in the CCL.
The 0-1 is a chopper towards the left side. Nice backhanded stop by Lewis, who throws across the diamond. To the top half of the 7th we go. The score remains 1-1 here from Fullerton College. To the top half of the 7th we go. Tyler Frazier remains on the mound for his 2nd inning of work for the Riptide. Breaking ball on a platter for a strike. 1-1. Shannon Wright at the plate. 0 for 2 today. He reached on a single and came around to score in the bottom half, or the top half rather, of the 5th inning. Fastball that runs inside. No balls and 2 strikes as Elijah Alexander awaits on deck and Michael Spears in the hole. We are all tied up at 1 here from Fullerton College. Thank you for joining us, Jonathan Ortiz, via YouTube Live.
So you know what? If you get a bunch of those as that ball misses low and away, 1-2 to count, I'm sure you're very happy out in right field because not only is it free meal, but you're avoiding some inflation.
On the other half, the count is even, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Not a lot of money, obviously, but you can accumulate a handful of base.
Frazier gets the sign. Comes to deliver the 2-2. Fastball on the under half. The home plate umpire pulls the trigger for strike 3. Third around the horn, Landon Gray.
Number 19, Elijah Alexander.
Tyler Frazier, the Oaks have struck out now 8 times in the ballgame. 1 run, 7 hits, no errors for the visiting Oaks. 1 run, 5 hits.
That is the 3rd strikeout of the ballgame for Tyler Frazier on the mound, who was committed to the University of Oregon.
Played out on July 15th. First pitch to Elijah Alexander misses outside for ball 1.
And Jonathan, usually you test me on for
1 ball and no strikes to count to Elijah Alexander. He is 0 for 2, grounded out and flew out towards center.
I'll get you the question after this pitch.
Count is even, 1 ball and 1 strike.
1913, there were 2 U.S. presidents.
Woodrow Wilson and Taft. Thank you.
That was not my question.
Oh, okay. I thought you were testing my U.S. history knowledge.
It was my question. Who am I kidding?
When my lone A's and AP in high school, that pitch misses up and away.
2 balls and 1
That
strike.
was very impressive. That was very impressive.
William Howard Taft, the vice president. Woodrow Wilson, the president.
A righty on lefty matchup. Frazier, the 3rd pitcher of the ballgame for the Riptide. That is slapped towards left field. Aaron Simpson takes 3 steps back, makes the play. 2 men down in the inning.
You're going to have to try a little bit better than that if you're going to stump me. But I think we're good for today. Let's try again tomorrow.
Number 10.
That'll bring up the leadoff hitter, Michael Spears, for his 4th attempt of the ball game. So looking for his first hit as well. He is 0 for 3, 2 ground outs towards second, and a strikeout swinging. Breaking ball that runs too far inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Brandon Lewis, who waits on deck for the Oaks. That one drops below the knee. His count is even. Here's the 2-0 pitch. In there for a strike, 2-1. Here's the 2-1. Outside fastball at the knees. The count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Frazier on the mound looking for his 4th strikeout and 1 2/3 inning of work. Here's the 2-2. Slap towards the left side and foul. Shaq Robinson at third base has been very busy today. A lot of pitches being pulled towards the left side. Haven't seen him too much go out towards right. Foul tip back into the glove of Lansing Gray, and that is a 4th strikeout of the ballgame for Tyler Frazier. To the bottom of the 7th we go. All tied up at 1 here from Fullerton College. Brandon Alamo out of Stony Brook University for the Riptide here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. He's 0 for 1 actually. He has a walk. He walked in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Flew out towards center in the bottom half of the 2nd. First pitch misses for a ball, 1-0.
Now has eclipsed the longest start by an Oaks all season long. Dylan Francis has gone 6 full innings.
Brandon Alamo at the plate. Shaq Robinson due up next. Matthew Cooper in the hole. Chop towards the right side. Tanner Wright is there. 1 man down in the inning.
Stepping up to the plate for Long Beach State, number 5, Shaq Robinson.
And steps Shaq Robinson, who was 1 for 2 with a single. He struck out his first time up.
That'll bring up Shaq Robinson now, 1 for 2 on the ball game, a single and a strikeout.
Really like the kid's name, Shaq Robinson. Of course, his first name reminds me of Shaquille O'Neal, and his last name of Jackie Robinson. So 2 very dominant figures in their respective sports. It's 1 ball and no strikes. All tied up at 1 here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. 7 hits, 1 run for the Oaks. 5 hits, 1 run for the Riptide.
You may or may not have been listening to me when I said that twice, but don't worry about it, Jordan. You'll have another shot. 1 run, 7 hits, no errors for the Oaks. 1 run, 5 hits, no errors for the Riptide.
Here's the 2-0 from Friedman. Fastball that runs back.
Back, and it actually, once again, hits that iPad. That iPad is a ball bag this year behind in the press box, 2-1 count.
I just really appreciate you guys. I appreciate you viewers because I know that, it gets really challenging to watch a broadcast when the camera gets knocked down every so often. and you're accommodated with a different angle. So, once again, just really thank you for staying with us. As that is chopped towards the left side. The shortstop shaking throws over to first. 2 outs in the inning.
Next up from Clemson University, number 21, Matthew.
And out of Clemson University, Matthew Cooper digs in. He is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out.
Steps in here. Hope everybody's enjoying their Friday evening. It's been a long week, perhaps the longest in terms of playing for the Oaks. We were in Healdsburg last week.
Right-hander delivers.
The Oaks had 3 games up there, a doubleheader and a
1 ball and no strikes.
On Saturday, they lost both those games 11-4 and 11-2. On Sunday, it took one from Healdsburg, 8-1. As the 1-0 pitch upstairs.
Fastball high and inside.
On Monday, the Oaks had a day off, and they lost to the Ventura County Bucks on Tuesday. Had to go up to slow on Wednesday, beat the Blues 6-1, and then tied up the ball game yesterday, 8-8.
Here's the 2-0. Fastball. Found that. Out of Clemson University, Matthew Cooper comes up empty.
Road game for the Oaks until next Saturday, when they have to finish up their game in La Morada against the Catch, and then play another game against the Catch.
Towards the right side. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
To Cooper. And then after next week, the Oaks will have to play, after that Saturday away game on Sunday, the following day, the Oaks will have to play a doubleheader in Compton. Really rough road schedule for the Oaks next week.
Here's the 2-2. That one misses in the dirt.
But the Oaks have been playing well so far.
Drew Sims is a very tall catcher, so he's definitely got some ground to cover. And he does his job.
Air conditioning on Saturday night in the 100-plus seat for the team. It was a brutal road trip. You can read all about it in the Acorn that posted.
Here's the 3-2. Fastball that runs inside for ball 4. 2-out walk drawn by Matthew Cooper.
Second walk all game for Friedman into the 7th inning.
Next up from University of Tennessee, number 12, Landon Gray.
And finally, here's a visit to the mound, and let's see if that is off for Justin Friedman, who has gone very deep into the ballgame, surrendering only 1 run. The Riptide have already gone through 3 pitchers, and, well, let's see what unravels here for the Oaks. Home plate umpire heading out towards the mound to break up the chat. Wants to get the things moving along. So Matthew Cooper leads off first. He reached on a 2-out walk. The fastball on the inner half is called a strike. 0-1. Landon Gray, the only bit of offense in the lineup here for the Riptide. A solo shot over the right field fence in the bottom half of the 3rd inning.
There was a lot of activity going on here at Fullerton College.
Friedman delivers. There goes the runner. It was a hit and run.
There was a swim meet going on in the pools over to right.
No balls and 2 strikes.
Busy out there. There were a lot of vendors selling local crafts. It was actually a very refreshing sight. You don't often see local products being sold, especially at community college, but they were tending to a large amount of fans at the swim meet. Why not? A lot of activity here in the area.
Here's the 0-2 pitch towards the left side. It'll come into left field for a base hit. So runners on first and second for Jacob Dominguez. Well, we're late into the ballgame, and the Riptide would love to take the lead.
Stepping up to the plate from Cal State Fullerton, number 15, Jacob Dominguez.
Jacob Dominguez out of Cal State Fullerton. He is 2 for 2 with a pair of singles. Aaron Simpson awaits on deck. Dominguez would love to take matters into his own hands and drive in the go-ahead run in Matthew Cooper, who is aboard at second. Justin Friedman looking to keep the ball game at where it is now. Chopped foul.
Questions, comments, concerns? If you want to get a shout out, you have a piece of information you'd like us to know. course, Francis, we always appreciate you interacting with us on YouTube live chat. Son Dylan will be going tomorrow against the Pacific Union Capitals, and Dylan has been incredible for the Oaks all season long out of Cal Poly and Mona. We're very excited to see him go tomorrow. The Oaks with a .63 ERA and 14.
No balls in, 1 strike. Runners on first and second for the Riptide. Cooper at second. Gray at first. The pitch is in there for a strike. Dominguez down in the count. Down in the count. No balls and 2 strikes.
Big lead off of second for Cooper. Gray a step off of first base. Dominguez looking to protect now.
We'll do it again. This time at 0-2. The pitch. Chopper towards right side. Tanner Ryan plays it on hop. Flips it over to Shaken, who is covering second base. And that ends the bottom half of the 7th. To the top of the 8th we go. The score remains 1-1.
High School, 2.25 ERA and 4 innings pitched.
Shadow Wilson now takes him out for the Riptide. Out of La Mirada High School. Has yet to decide where he will continue his playing career as that one runs inside. 2 balls and no strikes. We're all tied up at 1 here in the top half of the 8th inning. Brandon Lewis leading things off for the... leading things off.
Lewis was originally committed to CSUN last year.
I apologize for that.
He committed along with a few other Oaks and was picked up by UC Irvine back in February.
All right, here we go. So Brandon Lewis leading things off here for the Oaks. Top half of the 8th. 2 balls and 1 strike to count. The right-hander delivers. Runs way outside. 3-1.
A couple of weeks ago, we talked about on Mascot Mania here on the broadcast the sound that the anteater makes from UC Irvine.
Here's the 3-1 pitch. Runs way outside for ball 4. So a leadoff walk for Brandon Lewis. He represents the go-ahead run.
At UC Irvine, they have one of the more fun cheers. The anteater, they hold up their fingers in a little the pinky and the index finger, whatever finger this is up, and they go zot, zot, zot.
So the Oaks and the Riptide all tied up here in the top of the 8th inning.
We'll hear that cheer more often than not.
Wilson delivers, but is shown, pulled back, caught a strike anyways.
Sam Shakin's 1 for 3 today. Single, ground out, and a fly out to his ball game. 1 run, 7 hits for the Oaks. 1 run, 6 hits for the Riptide. No errors on either side. It's been a pretty cleanly fielded game. And I appreciate you there, Jordan, telling me what finger the index was, because for some reason the name was eluding me.
Throw back over to first, not in time.
Yeah, Lewis was caught stealing back in the 3rd inning.
Sam Shakin at the plate. He is 1 for 3. Singled in the top half of the 4th inning. Chase Cockrell waits on deck.
Pulled back, nonetheless, that pitch was a strike. Lewis taking a step and happily off.
Wilson takes a peek towards first. Here comes the pitch. Runs inside, swing on and miss, 2-2.
Give you a reiteration of the Riptide field. Matthew Cooper in right, Luke Bambi in center, Aaron Simpson in left, Brandon Alamo at first, Jason Hibbler at second, short, Jack Robinson at third, and Landon Gray behind the dish.
Wilson looks down the barrel to get a sign.
On the mound. Toes the rubber, checks the runner.
The 0-2 runs way inside.
The Oaks was a local product out of Chatsworth High School. Picked up from Preso, where he was stellar his first 2 years. He was also stellar last season. Preso moved from the Horizon League.
7 hits, 1 run for the Oaks. 5 hits, 1 run for the Riptide. Here's the 1-2. That one gets away from the catcher, lands in great. That is the first time a runner is able to advance. And of course, it would be Brandon Lewis, who has been very hot on the bases as of far. Has 6 stolen bases on the season. He is very alert while on the base paths and takes advantage of any mistake he can find.
Putting the ball on the ground to the right side of the infield, doing whatever it takes to get Brandon Lewis to 3rd base with less than 2 outs in the inning. So if that means shortening up, maybe choking up on your bat, doing anything you can, get Lewis to 3rd.
Shakin has worked his way back into this count, was down 0-2, has taken a couple balls.
So the count is even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. No men now in the inning. Chad Wilson looking to keep the game where it is and to give his offense an opportunity to win it. Set a slap towards the right side and foul.
Out of reach of Alamo. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Shakin. And Shakin is known for his defense. He is just such a clean defender out there in the middle infield. He can do it all for you. He can get off balance and make a great play over the first.
Brandon Lewis leads off a second. He reached on a walk, advanced then on a wild pitch. The 2-2. Trails outside, looked close. Nonetheless, the count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And he can even turn 2 by himself, as we saw earlier.
Sam Shakin awaits on deck. Wilson gets the sign. The payoff pitch, fouled away. So a battle brewing between Shakin and Wilson on the mound. The go-ahead run aboard at second base. The Riptide looking to keep the Oaks where they are.
Shakin last year for the Oaks batted over 310. Currently still in the high 200s. Shoulders the bat. Wilson toes the rubber.
The 3-2. Slap towards the right side, and what a diving stop by the first baseman, Brandon Alamo. Lays himself out and keeps the ball game at where it is. That one had the go-ahead base hit written all over it for Sam Shakin, but Brandon Alamo aboard at first base thought otherwise. A lovely play. It was hit on the line. It was hit well, but right into the glove of Alamo. Heads up play.
Sacrifice your body for the betterment of your team. And Alamo did just that. Well done there by the first baseman. Conversation on the mound. I'm not exactly sure what Jason Smith, the head coach, is talking smart move.
All right. So Chase Cockrell, the hottest hitter
Number 6.
in the lineup for the Oaks, takes a walk. Runners on first and second for the Riptide. Chad Wilson on the mound looking to induce a ground ball that would result in a potential double play. Drew Sims at the plate. He singled in the top of the second. He had a sacrifice ground out in the top of the fourth, and he struck out in the top of the sixth. Well, Wilson got some help from his defense. Wilson trying to take matters into his own hands. You give some, you take some. That was in there for a strike and one. It's a good matchup. It's been well contested. A 1-1 ball game.
The Oaks do have Andrew Lucas waiting on second place, and Tyler Ryan should the inning get that far with 1 away and 2 on. Wilson checks.
Here comes the pitch. Hit well and deep out towards left field. Well, here we go. Aaron Simpson ran out of room. And my goodness, Drew Sims. Well, let's just say he felt a little bit disrespected. He said, okay, you're going to go ahead and walk the man in front of me to get to me? Let me show you what I've got in store for you. And that's what it was. A 3-run shot, 4-1 in favor of the Oaks.
Hit his first home run of the season, and it couldn't come at a bigger time for the
Pinch
Oaks.
hitting for the Conejo
Now
Oaks.
a big
Number
4-1
5.
lead
Andrew Lucas.
in the 8th inning.
And now you have to say, well, I guess walking Cockrell may have been a bad decision because, as I mentioned, Drew Sims is just as dangerous, and right there he shows you why. By the way, before the game, our statistician Jacob Plack told me that Drew Sims was going to go yard today. Well, Plack, you were absolutely 100% right. Drew Sims knocking the first home run of the season over that left field wall very far, and a very clutch hit. Brings up the new hitter, Andrew Lucas, named the Ventura County High School Player of the Year this past
So Andrew Lucas comes into the ballgame to replace Tyler Ryan. 4-1 in favor of the Oaks.
On the season for Andrew Lucas, batting .259.
A 3-run shot off the bat of Drew Sims. They walk Chase Cockrell to get to him.
To the Cambrio Scorpion, turned Season baseball player. Tyler Ryan, by the way, ends his day 0 for 2 with a walk and a pair of strikeouts.
And I think that was the biggest home run we've seen to left field this year.
Here's the 0-2. Slider. Did he go? He did not, says the first base umpire.
Absolutely. We haven't seen a lot of home runs over the left field wall. We saw one by Brandon Lewis earlier, a couple by opposing players, and finally the Oaks are able to get one out there, but it comes on the road.
And Andrew Lucas hit one to left field.
Here's the 0-2.
See how hard
Off
he
the inner
bounced
half.
That one off, up against the screen. 0-2. The count remains to Mr. Lucas.
Bart Westaway's on deck.
The first pitch he saw as a collegiate batter, he never used a wood bat in a game before that. The first pitch he saw using a wood bat, he went opposite field in the season.
Here's the 0-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3.
Strike 3. The first strikeout on the game for Wilson. The Oaks are sent down swinging for the 7th, or actually for the 9th time in the ball game. They put 2 outs up on the board.
Number 26.
And Bart West looking to avoid the golden sombrero. He has 3 strikeouts on the afternoon. That one runs behind him.
Gray couldn't even get a handle on it. Want to know the count? 4 runs, 8 hits now for the Oaks. 1 run, 6 hits for the Riptide, and the Oaks offense finally coming to their own. Better late than never, I guess, here in the middle of the season.
Chop towards the left side. Shaq Robinson plays it in foul territory.
Right as it hits the bag.
It's 1 ball and 1 strike.
We've been waiting for this Oaks
It was a
offense
1-1 ball game up until now. The top half of the 8th inning, where Drew Sims deposited an absolute shot over the 366 sign in the left. Ground ball towards the left side. Shaq Robinson plays that very well.
It's off the bag. Alamo
That one
tags
was
West
off
on
the
bag.
bag,
Beautiful play
but
there.
Brandon Alamo was able to apply the tag while reaching out for the ball. And here we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. The Riptide, though, they've got some ways to go. 4-1 in favor of the Oaks.
Nobody left on base.
top of the order here for
Out of Boston University, Aaron Simpson looks to get things started for the Riptide. They are down by 3 runs after, well, a 3-run home run off the bat of Drew Sims in the top half of the 8th inning.
4-1 here.
As of right now, as the pitch is hit out towards right field, going back is Spears. Fighting the Sun makes a play for the first out of the inning. Well, as I was saying, as of now, Chad Wilson is on the hook for the loss.
Number 1, Luke Bandy.
Luke Bandy digs in.
Only 1 run given up back in the 3rd inning on a home run. Other than that, only 5 hits. Check that, 6 hits, 2 walks, and 7 big strikeouts.
Bandy's 0 for 3 today with a pair of strikeouts.
Luke Bandy now stepping in.
That one goes all the way to the backstop, misses for a ball as Mason Hibbler awaits on deck. 8 hits in the ballgame here for the Oaks, 6 hits for the Riptide. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one catches the outer half, or at least I thought it did. Nonetheless, it's called a ball. 2-0 the count.
In the 26th round this past season,
Luke Bandy at the plate.
9 1/3 innings.
Fastball, ground ball towards the left side, backhanded by the third baseman. Throw over to first, brings the first baseman off the bag, and Bandy reaches aboard safely.
For an error, Brandon Lewis gets his 4th error of the season. Luke Bandy staying on first base on the error. But going back to what I was saying on the
Stepping up
E5,
to the plate from the University of
Isaiah
Texas,
Campbell went
number
deep in the
3,
3rd.
Mason Hibbler.
It was a 1-0
So Mason
ball
Hibbler
game
digs
for
in.
the Oaks against the Ventura Halos, a team that is no longer in the CCL. Head coach Solis pulled Isaiah Campbell
1
out
for
with
3.
1 out.
He singled in the bottom half of the 4th.
Closer Robbie Waddell from Arizona.
And, well, that'll bring an end to the afternoon of Justin
Day is
Friedman.
over. Into the 8th
He's on the hook for the win, nonetheless.
and
We'll take a
John
short break.
Segura
John Vergara takes him out, the left-handed pitcher who is undecided as to where he will continue his playing career. Into relief, Justin Friedman, who went 8 1/3, surrendering only 1 run. If this keeps up, he will take the win as the fastball is swung on and missed. Big swing there by Mason Hibbler. Count is even, or not even, but the count is at no balls and 1 strike. Luke Bandy, aboard at first base, he reached on a throwing error. Here's the 0-1 that is also swung on and missed 0-2.
He does have a save, though, in that 11-inning ball game in Compton a couple of weeks ago. Runner on first here for Hibbler. He's 1 for 3, a single, strikeout, and a ground up. Faces no 2.
Here comes the pitch. Off the inner half, popped up towards the right side. The first baseman, Bart West, as there gets waved off by Tanner Wright, who ultimately makes the play. 2 down in the inning.
Next up, Oklahoma Wesleyan University, number 30.
And out of Oklahoma Wesleyan University, Austin Soika, who is riding an offer. He is 0 for 3.
And Austin Soika will step in. He's 0 for 3. 3 groundouts. 1 the first, a double play in the 4th, and then a 5-3 in the 6th. Bottom of the 8th inning.
A 4-1 ball game in favor of the Oaks. It was 1-1 here in the top half of the 8th inning. But then, 3-run home run off the bat of Drew Sims.
Duke it back out on the baseball diamond on July 14th. The Oaks will be back here in Fullerton, but then the Oaks host the Riptide on July 15th.
Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Slap towards the right side and foul.
Guevara had a really good first outing for the Oaks where he got the save. Has struggled a tad since, but in his last outing against the Gilbert Recruit Packers last week, 1 2/3, no runs, no hits, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. Those are great.
No balls and 1 strike to Austin Soika. The lefty on righty matchup results in a strikeout. To the top of the 9th we go. The Oaks are in the lead 4-1. To the top of the 9th inning we go. Tanner Wright leading things off for the Oaks. They ride a 4-1 lead, courtesy of a 3-run shot off the bat of Drew Sims in the top half of the 8th inning. The irony of it is the fact that they walked Chase Cockrell, in order to face Drew Sims with runners on first and second, and Sims made them pay for it. Well, that's the game of baseball. You just never know what is to unravel. That is foul towards the right side. No balls and 2 strikes.
4 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for the Oaks. And right from Cal Lutheran, the only Division III player in the Oaks lineup today. plays like a Division I player because he's just so quick. He puts bat to ball and he can hang out with anybody out there in the field.
He's dealing 2. That one runs way outside. New pitcher into the ballgame as well for the Riptide. That is Ashton Goddard.
Spears in the hole. Folks trying to cling to this 4-1 lead or extend it if they can. 1-2.
That one is swung on a miss, started around the horn. Lines in gray, the first strikeout of the ballgame after facing his first hitter for Goddard.
Struck out 2 times coming into this game.
Goddard is undecided as to where he will continue his playing career. He is 6'4", 190 pounds, out of Laguna Beach, California.
Now the 10th time the Oaks have struck it out all game long. And Elijah Alexander will step in. He's 0 for 3. A rare 0 for 8 for him. First pitch here from Goddard.
Pitch is on the outer half. 1 ball and no strikes.
Elijah Alexander has 2 home runs in the season. He actually walked off twice for UCR.
Alexander is 0 for 3 today. Michael Spears awaits on deck. That is hit out towards right center field. It'll find a gap, and Alexander is on his way towards second, but he'll hold instead. A 1-out single as Michael Spears digs in.
Now he's 1 for 4. Back to the top of the order we go for Michael Spears.
I know, that's the number that gets messed up.
0 for 4 today, a pair of groundouts.
It says 9 on there, right?
And a pair of strikeouts. Swinging. So some consistency. Oh, not the consistency yet.
Spears digs in. He is 0 for 4.
One away, one.
Pair of groundouts towards second, and also a pair of strikeouts.
Gray, ball 1.
We should read 4-1.
Shadows getting longer. The sun's still shining brightly.
Here's the 1-0. That one runs way outside over the glove of Landon Gray, so Elijah Alexander's on towards second easily.
Seen on the ballgame here for the Riptide. The other one was back in the top of the 8th when Brandon Lewis hits for first and second. 2-0 count now here to the Ole Miss Rebel. Start off the season 0 for 8.
2 balls, no strikes. Goddard takes a peek towards second. Here comes the pitch. Fastball. Misses the outside corner. 3 balls and no strikes.
Now have 9 hits in the ballgame. 3-0 pitch. Taken in there. Gets away from
That one gets away from Landon Gray, so Alexander takes 2 bases. First he took second, now he takes third. So runners on the corners for Brandon Lewis. Only 1 man down in the inning.
Brandon Lewis.
And Michael Spears is on base.
Lewis has been on base all 4 times today.
4th time the Oaks have drawn a walk today. The first given up.
Has 2 singles,
2 on now. Runners at the
a double, and he walked his last time up. He was also thrown out trying to steal second in the top half of the 3rd inning. Goddard delivers, breaking ball towards the left side, Tillman for 2, and that one is not caught cleanly by the shortstop, Jacob Dominguez, and that had double play written all over it. So what an unfortunate turn of events. That is exactly what the doctor had ordered. Nonetheless, it's a game of short memory, right? Got to pick each other up. 5-1 now the score in favor of the Oaks.
one away. Runners on the corner. Excuse me. Runners at first and second now. Elijah Alexander in. Now have a 5-1 lead and insurance.
Breaking ball towards the left side. Robinson throws to second for 1. On to first, double play. 5-4-3. 10, the top half of the 9th. To the bottom of the 9th we go. We've got some work to get done. 5-1 in favor of the Oaks. And to replace Brandon Alamo, Steve Curry out of Georgia Southern University will lead things off here in the bottom of the ninth inning. He'll just try to get on board, and he'll hope to keep the line moving as the Riptide are down by 4 runs. Vergara delivers. Here comes the pitch. Fastball off the end of the bat towards the right side and foul. 5-1 ball game in favor of the Oaks.
5 runs on 9 hits for the Oaks. They have an error. That error is matched on the Orange County side. They have 1
Vergara sets, delivers. Fastball that runs high and inside. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Shaq Robinson awaits on deck. Matthew Cooper in the hole. If anyone gets on, Landon Gray. As I said, Curry just trying to pass the baton. 2 balls and 1 strike to count to the kid out of Georgia Southern University.
End this game technically on a 2-game winning streak. It'll be a 3-game CCL winning streak again. Yesterday's game was postponed. 8-8 going into the 10th inning until July 15th.
Here's the 2-1. Fastball on the inner half. Well located for a strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. No men down in the inning.
Prove that they can contend with the top 4 teams, or the top 3 teams, I should say, the Riptide, the Field Recruiter Packers, and the
Here comes the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Vergara delivers a nice 2-strike pitch. The bottom fell out of that one. Got Curry swinging, and in steps Shaq Robinson. Robinson is 1 for 3 today. Singled in the bottom of the 4th. 1 man down in the inning. A 4-run deficit for the Riptide. Off the end of the bat. No balls and 1 strike.
Robinson is clever in the field over at third base. Solomon's made a mistake and absolutely filthy in the field for the Riptide today.
Here's the 0-1. Inside corner, strike 2. Generous call there. I think the backstop did a nice job of framing that one, Drew Sims. No balls and 2 strikes to Shaq Robinson at the plate. Has struck out already once in the ballgame. Vergara gets the sign, delivers the 0-2, runs inside. It is swung on and missed, pardon me. So back-to-back strikeouts open up things for the Riptide here in the bottom of the 9th.
Now 1 out away from the Oaks taking a big game here from the Riptide on the road. They're up 5-1, and Matthew Cooper will try to extend this game, though he is 0 for 2, a strikeout, down to a 4-6 fielder's choice, and he has walked in his 3 at-bats.
Cooper digs in, 0 for 2 with a walk. A lefty on righty matchup.
Takes a breath and deals the first pitch.
Pitch is swung on and missed 0-1. The Riptide down to their final out. Landon Gray awaits on deck. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed once again. The same pitch, the same result. Deja vu. No balls and 2 strikes. Vergara on the mound, 1 strike away from ending the ball game and setting the Oaks on their way home happy.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Toes the rubber. Here's
the 0-2. That one is in the dirt. Cooper does not chase.
Nonetheless, though, he can still pitch to perfection. He can strike out Cooper here.
A ball and 2 strikes. Vergara delivers the pitch off the end of the bat towards the right side. The right fielder runs out of room. 1-2.
Quiet ball game, but a fun ball game here. The Oaks have bulleted for a big 3 runs in the 8th and 1 in the 9th to ensure a 4-run lead. But
a ball and 2 strikes to count to Matthew Cooper at the plate. Cooper out of Clemson University, looking to stay alive Forest Ball Club. The 1-2. Chopper towards the left side. Shake and tries to backhand it. Nonetheless, gets past him. So Cooper reaches base with what should be deemed. Let's see.
Next up from the University of Tennessee, number 12, Landon Gray.
A hit.
They're going to rule that an infield single here for Matthew Cooper. Runner on first, 2 outs. Landon Gray stepping in. He is 2 for 3, a single, a home run.
So that was scored a single.
Strikeout to his day.
Did look like an error, but
Gray has accounted for the
nonetheless.
home run of the Riptide ball game. Ripped that home run back in the
I
third
think Gray digs in. He hit that shot.
first pitch.
The only run of the ball game in the bottom of the third. Only run of the ball game for the Riptide. Here's a 1-0.
Swung on and missed.
Count is even, 1-1.
One strike. Another high fastball, another swing and a miss. That's been the go-to pitch here for Vergara to get these Riptide batters to miss. Gray was the 5th strikeout in the ballgame.
Count is even at 1. Medagata delivers. There goes a runner. The throw down to second is non-existent in the sense that there was no one covering the bag. Well, I guess no one really expected Drew Sims to make a throw down.
It'll probably be an error on the catcher, Drew Sims, though. It's hard to say that it was his fault because the Oaks had nobody covering. But it is an error because we don't know who was supposed to be covering on that play. But the runner
Well, with a 4-run lead and 2 outs in the 9th, you can see why neither of the infielders up the middle decided to cover. Quite surprised, actually, that Drew Sims went down there nonetheless. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch. That one is in the dirt. Nice hold there by Landon Gray, the left-hander himself.
runner on third. Riptide trying to stick around here. Trailing by 4, but a scoring run 90 feet away.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch. Off the inner half towards the left side and foul.
We'll do it again. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Riptide face the Foresters tomorrow. And big ball game for both those teams. The Foresters only have 1 loss on the season. That being against Healburg. They're 15-1, 13-1 in CCL play. The Oaks lost to them 6-5. They did have a tying runner stranded.
Here's the 2-2.
2-2 pitch. Swung on
Had
and
a swung on and miss for strike 3.
pitch was in the dirt.
Throw goes over to first, and the ball game is over. So the Riptide dropped the ball game 5-1. The final score. And here's the final line: 5 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors for the Oaks. 1 run, 7 hits, 1 error for the Riptide. Well, folks, my name is Jonathan Ortiz, and we thank you for joining us for today's broadcast via YouTube Live. Please stay tuned for a post-game interview conducted by our very own Carly Armendariz. Thank you for joining us. Let me fix this.
Good evening, Riptide fans. I'm Carly Armendariz here with catcher Landon Gray. The Conejo Oaks just defeated your Riptide 5-1. So, Landon, you had the only home run of the game. Can you tell us about how you felt that was motivating to your team? And you guys did put up a fight for most of the game until the 8th inning.
Yeah, I was really just trying to put a good swing on the ball. Gotten a few ABs lately that didn't really go my way, so I just tried to sit back and drive it. And unfortunately, it didn't really pan out the way we wanted it to. But yeah, I think we're taking strides to the right way. So yeah.
Yeah, and then you guys are headed to Santa Barbara tomorrow for another game. What do you think is the biggest thing that you guys need to work on as a team to hopefully get that win?
I think putting everything together instead of being separated and whatnot. I think if we put everything together, it'll work out in our favor. Pitching, hitting, good ABs. I think if we put everything together, it'll work out. So.
All right, great game today.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in to the post-game report. Have a great night, fans.